Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sherry and welcome to Blue Gemini. I don't really know if it's not a person, so I'm not Blue Gemini, but yeah, I might have to work on the name because I don't know how to say it to where it doesn't sound weird. Um, but anyways, thank you for joining me again and give my channel another chance by clicking on it. Today, I want to kind of do something that's fun for me, at least, and do kind of like a 21 questions thing. I don't really know how many questions because I didn't even think to count them, but it's just like icebreaker questions. Um, so that's what we're gonna do today. Maybe you guys can join in, do the same thing, tag me in it, and just get to know everybody. Okay, so we're just gonna start with the first one. What is your name? My name's Sherry. That's about it. I don't really like saying my name. It feels weird. But my name's Sherry. um, what would you change about yourself? Ooh, it's making me think hard on question 2. Um, the only thing that I can think that I would change about myself would be, well, it would be things that like I'm currently dealing with. My coldness. I can turn off feelings like a light switch. Um, to me, I've always used it and like that because if I'm in a relationship and it doesn't go that way, I don't go through that whole mourning process after. Like, I can literally move on after like a week, like, or once somebody else is in the picture, then it's just like, who? Like, who are you? But I don't think it's healthy. And I just realized that last year that is not healthy. So I do wish I could change that and have real feelings and not be able to just cut them off. Okay. What was the last movie you went to see? The last movie I went to see was Pikachu. Or is it called Pikachu or Pokemon? Pikachu, whatever it is. That movie. It was fun. It was good. It was good. I'm not a fan of like boy movies because I have little girls, but that was a good animated film. What did you want to be when you were younger? I remember in elementary school, I wanted to be a car salesman so bad because I learned that the car salesman gets a percentage off of their car. So I was like, I'm about to go sell cars and get mine for cheap. That changed. What is your favorite sport? I used to play softball, so I haven't played since I was like 10, but I just felt like I would love to play softball again. Um, I don't really watch sports. I like football. My favorite team is the Saints because I like their colors. And I like New Orleans because I like Lil Wayne, so I like the Saints. That's about it. What would you sing at a karaoke night? Shoot, my voice is made of gold, so who would be the lucky celebrity to get me to sing their song? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing. It would be Adele. I'm not even like a huge Adele fan. Like I don't even know a lot of her songs, but I know that song. And I know when I play that song and I'm cleaning, I feel like I am Adele. Next question. Is asking too many questions okay for a first date? Heck yeah. Sure, we could sit there and just ask each other questions back and forth all day. I love answering stuff about myself and talking to somebody that's actually interested in knowing. And then I just naturally, in conversation, ask people about themselves. And a lot of times, I will be the only one asking stuff, and that's a turn off to me. So, yup, go for it. What is your phobia? Okay, so my phobia is dishwater. I cannot touch dishwater with my bare hands. I can remember as a kid never being able to. I used to like pick the dishes out when I had to do dishes. I'd like pinch them to where like, I don't care if it's clean water. I don't care if it's dirty water. I remember being chased with a cup of dishwater because they knew I didn't like dishwater. And it was just, oh, to this day, I literally have like 20 boxes of gloves because I wash dishes. I have to. I swear, if I was $1 million, side note, I mean, if I was a millionaire, that would be one of my main things, is somebody to wash every dish. But I wash dishes now and I just use gloves, but sometimes I have to double them. I just, ugh. My 9-year-old wants to start washing dishes and I don't want her to because I just don't want her to touch water. I don't want her to touch the dishwater, or like just the, like if there's like ketchup on a plate and then you wet it and now it's ketchup, or like peanut butter, and then you wet. No, I don't want her touching it. I don't even want to touch it. Like, I literally stock up on paper plates and cups to cut down on dishes because I do not want to touch the water. It doesn't stop dishes from being used though. Only I really use them for everything, so I still gotta do dishes. But yeah, that's What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is being kidnapped. Yeah, I'm a grown woman, but I have, oh my God, I swear I'll be giving myself anxiety thinking about somebody coming into my house and stealing me or stealing one of my kids. That came from childhood. I remember it was the John Benet Ramsey case. And my mom used to be watching it when they first were doing all the trials and stuff, showing the trials on TV. She would be watching it, and we were supposed to be going to bed. But I remember sneaking by her door and sitting there and just watching the case in the dark. And I'd go to sleep and literally I would say the bedtime prayer, like as I lay me down to sleep. And I would like add on extra and tell God to just protect me and put a shield over me so that nobody could come and steal me. I would imagine a green shield, like a spaceship shield, over me. I was just like terrified. Even now, like to this day, when I'm home alone and my kids are here, every little sound I'm listening, I'm picturing somebody coming in. I'm picturing what I would do, who I would grab first, where we would go. If I was in the back and they came in the front, which window we jumping out of. I literally play the whole thing in my head, which is bad because it's like you're thinking it into existence. But I give myself anxiety, and I'm a murder mystery buff. Like, I watch that stuff all day, like cases of kids getting kidnapped, things happening. But I can only watch it in the daytime. Once that night hit, that's another story. Okay, what is your nickname? Um, so my nickname that people call me is just Sherry Baby. I have it tattooed on me. I've been called that, or Dee Dee, because my middle name is Dolores. D is like Dolores and then just a letter D. So my mom calls me Dee Dee. My sister calls me Dolores sometimes since we've gotten older. My mom will call me Dolores. I'm named after my grandma, by the way. So my mom will call me Dolores. But the one that I really embraced is Sherry Baby. My little sister's dad gave me that name. He used to always be like, "Oh, that's my Sherry Baby." And then my mom told me that they got the nickname off of either the Frankie Villa or Villa, the Sherry Baby. Okay, that or the Sherry Amore. One of those made them think of it. I think it was Sherry Baby. But so that's my little nickname. Okay. Would you rather play a game, visit a relative, read, or watch a movie? I'd rather watch a movie because I don't like leaving my house. I'd rather be at home, don't bother me, watch a movie. Especially having kids, that's kind of rare now. So, shoot, I would definitely take that. What is your dream vacation spot? Um, I don't really care to travel. Maybe because I don't really care for planes and I don't care for long car rides, and I don't think there's anywhere I really want to go that I don't have to do both of those. If anything, if I could just snap my fingers and be there, it'll be Bahamas, just because I want to see their white sand and the green water. List 2 weird pet peeves. So I have a pet peeve of when you're driving and the car in front of you, like people will open their door like to pour something out or whatever. I hate it. I see too many movies where the killer is in front of you, they stop their car, get out, or open the door and just start blasting. So every time somebody does that, I'm like, I'm preparing to duck. um, Another one would be when people go into a store and their car's on and they don't cut their car off, but they run into the store and leave it on with music blasting and nobody's in the car. It's just like, oh my God, okay, we see you. We see you, get out. We do not need to hear you too. And to me, it's like you're pretty much screaming, hey, this car's on and I'm not in it. Come get me. Like it's so stupid. I always see like ignorant looking men doing that only. The ones that want to just be seen. Okay. If you could travel back in time, what year would you go to? I don't know the year off top, but I'd probably go to when I was like 19, 20-ish, before babies. I love my babies, but I was like out of school. I had my kind of life. I just, it was just freedom. That was my only year of just freedom. No obligations, no kids, no high school. I didn't go to college right out of high school, so I just worked. But yeah, I'd go back and probably go to college though. If I could go back, I'd go to college and actually focus and think about, future stuff. What is the best piece of advice you have been given? So when I was younger, I used to really like be negative. Like if something wasn't going right, it would just be like, oh, this isn't gonna work because this happened. This isn't like because this is happening. This isn't gonna happen. Like I was like Eeyore off of Winnie the Pooh. And I remember one time my mom told me like, if you're negative about it, it's not gonna change what's happening. If your lights is getting cut off, just because you sitting there moping, don't mean your lights is gonna appear on. It's like you might as well, if you going through a situation, why give yourself a heart attack? Like, why make it worse? It doesn't change the situation. So why not just have a positive attitude? And she's always done that. So when she told me that, it made it to where I'm almost a little too positive. Like I be in some real life situations and just going about life like, ain't nothing going on. Do you have kids? Yes, I have 2. I have Renaya, she's 9, and Eris, she is my terrible 2-year-old times 2. What is one article of clothing someone could wear to make you walk out on a date? If somebody came, oh my God, I don't know if this is an article of clothing or shoes. If somebody came with some flip-flops and no socks, oh no, 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 no. I don't care what your face look like. I don't care what the conversation look like. If you come and I see your toes through your shoes, oh, no, can't do it. What was your worst style choice you ever made? Mine was my freshman year of high school. It was my first day. You know when you used to go and get all your school clothes ready the night before and just be prepared and wake up and you got all new clothes on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so real quick, I was a huge tomboy. Like I was a boy pretty much like from birth. Like I never wore dresses, none of that stuff. I was baggy clothes, do-rags, boxers. When I was little enough and, before development, I'd walk around with no shirt on so I could be like my brothers. Like I'm talking about like 5, 6, 7. But I was a tomboy. People used to tell my mom, oh, your son is so cute. Like I was a little boy. I told my mom that I wanted my hair cut like my cousins. So I'm still a tomboy, but I grew into my womanness. But so my first day of freshman year, I was still dressing like a boy. I had gotten new clothes and I chose this outfit that was made out of like uniform shirt material. Like it was a shirt and shorts outfit, not jersey, not sweats, not cotton. It was like uniform shirt, but it was like thick. Okay. And I remember it was a collared shirt. It was a collared shirt. It was a uniform shirt, but it was big because I wore my clothes big. So it was a big oversized, and I was skinny. I was in freshman year. Yeah, I was skinny. I was skinny. So I wore bigger clothes. So this particular outfit was a thick uniform shirt and shorts. The shorts went past my knees. It was boy shorts. This was from the boy section. But the colors were baby blue and white. And it wasn't like, baby blue shirt, white pants, or half baby blue, half white. No, it was, top was blue, white, okay, half. The bottoms were the opposite halves, were blue and white. So I was just like a walking checkerboard of, what is that? Is that polyester? Or what is that material? What is the material for the uniforms? Somebody tell me, because it's going to bother me. And I'm going to try and Google it. But so, yeah, that was probably the most ugliest thing. And I think, I can't remember everything exactly, but I remember somebody said something to me about it at school. And I thought I went to school like, oh, this is such a nice outfit. Like, nope. I blame my family. I got 5 siblings and nobody questioned it. Nobody's ever, I don't remember ever said anything like, what the hell was that? Like, nobody. Nobody. Okay. Who was your childhood celebrity crush? My crush. Ooh, and if still my man in my head is Ja-Rule. When I was in 4th grade, I know exactly when I saw him the first time and everything. 4th grade. Okay. He was on the Thong Song. He does a quick little cameo. He's like in the background on the beach and he's like dancing, sitting down. And he has his arms on his knees and he's just dancing on the beach, like just moving to the music. And they just show him real quick. And then I think they show him real quick again. And I remember asking people like, who is that? 4th grade. And he was just like, who is that? When I found out who it was, oh, that was Zaddy. I'm just kidding. No, but that was my crush. Like, even like elementary, high school, he is still like, oh, when I see him. But yeah. And then also, I was stuck on Slick Rick and Juvenile too. I had a thing for the golds and like the little thug ones, the bad ones. But I had a thing for them too, but it wasn't like Ja-Rule though. It wasn't like Ja-Rule. Okay, next question. Have you ever been told you look like someone famous? Yes. So I was told in high school, I had a substitute teacher that told me I looked like Tyra Banks. I knew then he was confused. Now, as an adult, I'm like, I always think like, why did he say that? Like, I don't look like her. Like, nobody's ever in life told me that but him. But then I was like, it's the forehead. It's because my forehead is big and her forehead is big. And he wasn't a black teacher or nothing. So I remember thinking at the time, like, I don't think he knows who Tyra Banks is. Because when he said it, it was just weird. It was a weird one. But people do tell me all the time that I look like Gabrielle Union. I can see it in just like our cheekbones and maybe our lips and whatnot, but I literally worked at a place I literally was at work at a place that had seasonal workers, and me and my sister had this ongoing like joke because for like a good 3-4 months, literally every single day, somebody would come to me and tell me, you look like Gabrielle Union. You look like Gabrielle Union. So then I'm just like, okay, well, shoot, I guess I do. I guess I do. I don't know. I see it in pictures, but not when I'm moving and looking in the mirror and stuff, then I don't. But I've had people who have literally showed me like side by sides and stuff. So I guess I'll take it. What is the most embarrassing fashion trend you used to rock? Ooh, it wasn't by choice. Mind you, my mom has 6 kids, and so we didn't get to dress ourselves and like pick out our own stuff like that until we were like high school. So in elementary school, she liked to match us. Like, we were all pretty much a year apart, except for my oldest brother. He's 3 years apart, but it was 4 girls, 2 boys, and she just would match us. So we all would wear these soccer shirts that were just like random teams, but they were t-shirts made out of like that really, really soft soccer shirt material. And it would be so cold though, because the material wasn't like cotton. But yeah, that was by far the worst. Okay, last 2 questions. What was your least favorite food as a child? Do you still hate it? My least favorite food of all times is not one particular food. It is Thanksgiving food. And it is the typical turkey, yams, sweet potatoes, macaroni, stuffing. It's like the standard Thanksgiving dinner stuff. Ugh, I have never eaten it. And when I was younger, I used to hate when Thanksgiving came because I knew that that's all we had that we were eating. So I had to just sit there and pick through stuff. I would eat the apple pie and the cranberries, and I think the Hawaiian bread. But all the other stuff, the main stuff, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Even to this day, I don't do it. This year, or I mean, last year was the first year that I attempted to cook because I got a kid and a man. So I cooked it. I didn't eat it, but I cooked it. But normally I'll go and get me some fast food or something. I don't do it. Nope. Nope, not I. Okay, last question. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Which decade do you love the most? Now, even though I'm an 80s baby, born in 89, okay, I love the 90s. Why? Because of the music. I grew up, like I was born in 89, but you know, I was only in 80s for 6 months and then it was the 90s. So from birth to 6 months, I was 80s. After that, my life was 90s. And my mom was big on music. She used to play the music. We'd watch movies. We'd watch all the little stuff, just what sums up 90s. Okay. Nickelodeon, Nick at Night, just all of it. All of it. Okay. That was just what I remember about growing up, was just all that fun stuff, and it was all the 90s. So that is my favorite era, mainly for the music though. I never got into like what it seems like everybody's into, like that other era. I don't know if it's like the 80s maybe, of like Run DMC and MC Light and like that little like weird New York era, the era that they say like created rap. Okay, I never got into that era. I don't care for how that sounds at all. Don't judge me. I just don't. My mama didn't listen to it like that. So all I like is what I grew up listening to, the stuff that makes me think of childhood, and that's 90s music. I play that now. Like my boyfriend's always telling me I'm old because I play the 90s music. But that, to me, that's real music. And that's just a feeling. Like you just feel, you just feel like when you listen to 90s music, it just takes you back. You feel childhood. You feel, when you heard those songs back then. It's just a whole nother situation. Okay, so that was the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys kind of got to know me a little bit, or kind of just see, how my brain works and all that stuff. I enjoyed the 21 questions. I may do a part two. I was looking up the questions and it was a lot, so it was really hard to choose from, but I may just go ahead and do a part two. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the whole 21 questions, I need to count how many questions it was because I keep calling it 21 questions. And I have no idea how many questions it really was. But if you guys liked the questions, then go ahead and comment below and let me know, like thumbs up, tell me, good job on this video, way to go, we're rooting for you, whatever. Just let me know that you're here, you watched and you enjoyed. So comment down below if you want to see more of these type of videos, or if you think I should try something else. go ahead and subscribe so you can see what my next video is. Again, my page is just a little about a little bit of everything. It's no set thing. I'm just trying out different things to kind of see what I like to do. So far, so good. So far, everything I've done, I'm enjoying. So this may just be a variety page. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any suggestions, if you guys got any suggestions with my name, or how to introduce the page name, because I'm stuck with Blue Gemini. I like blue, and I'm a Gemini, but it just, I don't know. Let me know. Am I just overthinking it? If I am, just say I'm good. If I'm not, give me a suggestion. They're always welcome. Okay. So on that note, if you didn't already subscribe, here's your chance, because I'm going to be ending the video. So I want everybody to have a good rest of your day, and thank you for joining.